Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to review the ORLY Winter 2020 collection, which is called Metropolis, and it's made up of 6 polishes, as you guys can see here on the screen. And we're going to go over live swatches, swatch pictures, and comparisons. And as usual, remember that for color accuracy, you want to look at the picture, and the video is more for how the formula applies and whatnot. I also want to let you guys know that ORLY sent this to me for review, so thank you ORLY for that. And let's get into the swatches. First up we have Infinite Allure, and this is described by ORLY as a charcoal shimmer, and it feels a little bit like a pearly, but not the annoying streaky one. So definitely like a metallic almost, because the shimmer is very delicate, super opaque, very buttery. This is a gorgeous color. I don't know if it's exactly a winter color for me. It feels more like a shimmery for fall, but it's gorgeous. Next up in the collection we have Opulent Obsession, and this is described by ORLY as a dipped cherry cream. Now, it feels more like a crelly, because if you look here in the first coat, you can tell that it feels squishy, like a jelly, but then as soon as you do the second coat, it goes completely opaque, and it is gorgeous. This does feel to me like a winter color, but also a fall color, like one of those wine type of colors, and I actually love this one. Next up, we have the gorgeous green in the collection. It's called, I think, Nouveau Riche. I hope I said that right. It's described by them as a golden emerald shimmer, and that's exactly what it is. It's a very Christmassy type of color. Definitely a winter green. And you can see for sure the gold in the shimmer, but you can, it looks like a green color. And then you can see here under the flash, the gold really comes up, but still, it doesn't appear to be gold. It's a very green color. You can see here in the picture on the left, it's very good. I think you guys are gonna like this one, and it was opaque in 2 coats, which is good. Next up, we have Untouchable Decadence, and this is a straight up gold glitter. There's no hollow, there's no other undertones, there's nothing. It is a little bit more toned down than the usual Christmas golds, which are more yellow. This one feels a little bit more, it's still gold, but towards like champagne-y. And it was very like full of glitter. I didn't even have to sponge. This that you're seeing here is 1, 2, and 3 coats, and still you got full opacity, which is great for glitter. Now the same goes, with Inexhaustible Charm. Is the same formula exactly as the previous color that I just showed you. It's just a different color. This was described by them as a rose gold, and it's exactly that. It's a rose gold glitter. Again, you can get pretty close to like near opacity on this one with 3 coats, so I didn't find a need to sponge either this one or the previous one, but you can if you want to. But still, if you do 3 coats, you're gonna see here in the comparisons, you're gonna get a lot of glitter. There's a lot of bang for your buck on these glitters. Very good, and they're very classic. Next up we have In the Moonlight, and this is described as a gunmetal glitter, but it's different than the previous 2 because the base is darker. It has a darker, black jelly base, and when it builds up, it doesn't look like the other ones. There's more of like a scattered glitter. This one feels more like just a jelly, base color, but it has a lot of glitter in it. So you can definitely get full opacity of 3 coats without the need to sponge or anything either. And then if you guys want, you can wear it over black, which is what I'm doing here. 1 coat over black looks really good. You can even do like 2 coats over black if you want to, but just the color at 3 coats will give you full opacity and you don't need the black on there. Okay, so on the nails that you guys see here, I have already done the first coat off camera, and I'm doing the second coat here with you guys so that you can see how the colors look as compared to each other. You can see the labels on the top. And on this one, you can tell that Opulent Obsession has a little bit more purple than the others. Especially, Wicked, you guys know that it's very dark. But under this light, it looks a little bit lighter, but I will be showing you here in another, light where you can see that it's darker and how they compare to each other. These are all gorgeous wine colors. And then next up we have the greens, and I have put the ORLY one next to some greens that we have seen recently and some popular ones like the Essie Sweater Weather, and you guys can see how they compare to each other. The Sweater Weather is one of my favorite shimmery greens, for a very long time, and the Morgan Taylor was also gorgeous, as well as Soya Regina. So I love these types of greens, especially for the holidays. And here you guys can see how they compare to each other. There's no duplicates in here. And I put the ORLY in the second and third and fourth nail just so that they will be next to everybody so you can compare it. But yeah, basically no dupes here. They're all gorgeous, all have great formulas, so it's just for you guys to pick whichever you like best. And now for In the Moonlight, the first thing I thought about was Orly Frenemy. And I've had Frenemy for a very long time. You can see here on my swatch nail that it's kind of like liquidy. I think the formula's going bad, but the color still, remains pretty good. Um, and I thought it was going to be closer to Frenemy, but it's not. And Frenemy does have a little bit of holo. And then Colmates, which is another one that you guys have requested in comparisons. Um, they're not dupes either, but I wanted to put them next to each other because these are the colors that I had that were, more similar to In the Moonlight. And they're perfect, as you can see here, for like a New Year's Eve mani. Like, a lot of times for New Year's Eve, we do like some sort of a fun black with another type of, nail art or whatever. These are great for that. And next up we have the shimmery browns. And I also didn't have any duplicates for Infinite Allure. I think these browns are gorgeous. Now you have to, like browns, number one, which I know browns are not very popular for everybody. But this ones definitely have a punch to them because of the shimmer. Like I said, I don't have any duplicates for this one, but you can see it compared to a couple of like popular shimmery browns that we have, such as the Gingerbread Man can, which I loved from OPI's last collection, Tasha as well, and SCC and Stars. I feel like it's something that most people are familiar with, and here you have them next to each other. Inexhaustible Charm versus Frost Mitten, because it reminded me of it. So here you guys have them next to each other. You can tell one is a little bit pinkier than the other. And the same with Untouchable Decadence versus Glitter All the Way. You can see the OPI is a little bit more yellow than the Orly. Now I made this Skittle Mani. It's kind of like a mini half Skittle thing with glitter. And I took inspiration from a friend of mine from Instagram. I will link her page here. She has amazing combinations that you guys are going to love. So I took inspo from one of her latest manis for this Skittle, and I absolutely loved it. Now, as far as the collection is concerned, my favorite was the Wine Red. I just love the squishy feel of it, but at the same time, it's super opaque. And so that one was definitely my favorite. I don't really have a least favorite because I really liked all of them. I think they all have a place, for the holidays. So no complaints about this collection. All the formulas were great and I really, really liked it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you like this one as well, which ones were your favorites or whatever. And that's it. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.